Right, viewers, let's start with our top focus this hour, and this is in connection to the much hyped Kaleshwaram project built on Godawari River in Telangana, and of course is considered to be one of the biggest lift irrigation projects in the country. Now, the project, which has been mired in several controversies in the recent past, is back in the news, and again for all the wrong reasons. A month after the Congress party defeated the BRS in a stunning win in Telangana, one of their poll promises has become a focal point for key political battle just ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. The Congress party had promised to launch a probe into the Kaleshwaram project scam, and they've also levied some serious allegations against the then CM KCR over the scam, accusing him of taking kickbacks in exchange for redesigning the project. Now, these were the allegations that were made by the Congress before it formed the government. And now, the Telangana BJP president and Union Minister 𝐃𝐞𝐯𝐢 Reddy has issued a direct challenge to the newly formed Congress government. He's in fact urged them to write it to the centre that they desire a CBI investigation. And in fact, Reddy says that if Congress writes to the centre, action will be taken in just 48 hours. In fact, he also went on to say that Congress has failed to take necessary action, and it will be clear to everyone that the BRS and the Congress are together, given the fact that the Congress is not coming forward to investigate the project, or it is not even asking the centre to go ahead and investigate the project.
आप मेडिगड्ढा इशू पे सीबीआई इंक्वायरी के लिए, सीबीआई की जांच के लिए आप रेडी है, ये बात बोल रहे हैं। और एक जगह जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी बहुत जल्दी होने वाली है बोलकर रेवंत रेड्डी जी पिछले प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोले थे। इस पे आपका क्या कहना है?
जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी करो, मगर साइमल्टेनियसली सीबीआई इंक्वायरी होना चाहिए। सीबीआई इंक्वायरी करने से ही जुडिशियल में और इनपुट्स अच्छा मिलता है, फील्ड का इनपुट मिलता है। इसलिए क्योंकि रेवंत रेड्डी बार बार जब विपक्ष में थे कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी क्या कर रहे हैं, सीबीआई इंक्वायरी क्यों नहीं करवा रहे, क्योंकि ये लोग दोनों एक ही है, बीजेपी बीआरएस एक ही है, ऐसा बार बार बोलता रहते। मैं अभी डिमांड कर रहा हूँ, हम एक ही नहीं है, अलग है। आप दम है तो आप इंक्वायरी करके लेटर लिख के दीजिए। अगर रेवंत रेड्डी जी केंद्र सरकार को कालेश्वरम के ऊपर सीबीआई इंक्वायरी करने के लिए चिट्ठी लिखे तो जरूर 48 आवर्स के अंदर हम उसका ऑर्डर देंगे।
My colleague Soumit joins us on the broadcast to get us more information on this. Soumit, the Kaleshwaram project has been a major issue. In fact, this is one of those issues that both the BJP and the Congress used as a tool to bring down the KCR government. Give us a sense of what the Congress government has done so far as ever since they've come to power, and also what do they plan to do next, and also what is the BJP exactly saying in this regard?
बयान में कहा कि ये बीते वित्त वर्ष 2022-23 में भरे गए कुल आयकर रिटर्न से 9% अधिक है। बयान के अनुसार अवधि के दौरान कुल 1.60 करोड़ ऑडिट रिपोर्ट
Soumit, if we can get you back on the line there, I was asking you about the project here, the Kaleshwaram project, which has become a major bone of contention between the BJP and the Congress and the BRS. Give us a sense of what the Congress government has done so far as the probe is concerned, and also what the BJP is saying, given the fact that they're trying to link the Congress and the BRS using this project.
Well, initially, again, we can say that Medigadda barrage issue again hit the headlines, and the Kaleshwaram was the word. The project, we can say that where over 80,000 crores was spent to, construct this project, and also largest uplifting project in the entire Asia, we can say. And Prime Minister Modi, starting from Prime Minister Modi to all the big guns of the BJP, the top leaders of the, the Congress party, including Rahul Gandhi and several others, have raised several allegations against this Kaleshwaram project. And, after that, we have seen that, even Revanth Reddy has stated that immediately after coming to power, we will be launching investigation into this matter. And even ministers have went to the Medigadda barrage, where that actually the pier of that project has sunk, and even they said that judicial inquiry will be, done very soon. And, when it comes to the BJP, now 𝐃𝐞𝐯𝐢 Reddy, Union Minister, the state president, has alleged that, Revanth Reddy used to say that basically BRS and BJP is working together. But now we are ready to immediately initiate CBI inquiry into the Kaleshwaram project. But why not Revanth Reddy is writing any letter or taking any action in this matter? He should immediately, change that provision of allowing CBI to probe any issue in Telangana state. And at the same time, he should write a letter to the center, and center will immediately respond. And in less than 48 hours, they will be initiating CBI inquiry into this matter. So basically, in and out, we can say that it is nothing but targeting the former Chief Minister 𝐃𝐞𝐯𝐢 and also former Minister Harish Rao, and even Revanth Reddy has hinted out stating that whoever all involved, because irrigation department has made that project report before the construction, and which was led by Chief Minister 𝐃𝐶𝐯 and also the then Minister Harish Rao. So basically, it is nothing but targeting the former government and also the former top leaders. So we have to wait and see how this will turn out. But the war of words between the parties are on.
Right, Soumit, appreciate you joining us on the broadcast there with all those details. Viewers, we will be discussing more about this particular project in detail. And I'll tell you why it's important. It is important because more than 80,000 crore worth of investment has gone into this project. This is a project that can bring down governments in the state of Telangana. It is very, very important for irrigation in Telangana. And in fact, it is so important that all the three parties, the three major parties in Telangana, BRS, BJP, Congress, are all battling it out, fighting among each other, making sure that they are on the right side of the spectrum as far as this project is concerned. And to discuss this more with us, help us understand what's the political scenario and also how much of an investigation is actually happening on the ground. Joining me on the broadcast are Hamsa Devineni, who's from the BJP, Shyamprasad Meka, who's a political analyst, and also Rahula Sridhar Reddy from the BRS. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast there. I'll start with our guest from the BJP, Hamsa Devineni. Your leader, G. Reddy, we just heard him speak. He hinted that the Congress's failure to act, Congress is only talking about it. They're not acting. They're not writing to the center. And this could potentially mean that the BRS is now the B team of the Congress. And this is interesting coming from G. Reddy because this is the same accusation that your party had been facing throughout the polls. Hamsa Devineni, I think your audio is on mute. You might want to unmute yourself because our guests from the BRS and also our political analyst is waiting to listen to what the BJP has to say. If you can just unmute yourself. All right, go ahead.
Thanks, Ashish. So this has been what we've been saying for a very long time before elections, that the BRS and the Congress have the same DNA, and they come from the same roots, and they're both corrupt parties. And this is what we see with Kaleshwaram. This is the same chief minister. When he was a PCC president before the elections, he went all out and shouted out of the roofs that there has to be a CBI inquiry, and there's a lot of corruption in Kaleshwaram project. And the same chief minister today, 50 days or 1 month after he forms government, just orders simply a judicial probe and gets away. So there is a major amount of suspicion that the Congress and BRS are playing this together and fooling the people at the end. And if we notice, the reason why the mandate was given to Congress by the people of Telangana this assembly elections also was because, the corrupt family rule, and they were fed up with the BRS regime. So the anti-incumbency is what the Congress captured upon. And this is the exact corruption that people were averse to and fed up of. And they've got Congress to power. And Congress is doing no better because we've seen Congress has always been, Congress and corruption has been two sides of the same coin. And we've experienced this for 60 years. And we need not have few more examples to see it. But we just need to experience what is happening and, ultimately see that the people of Telangana are the sufferers in this political battle. So we have demanded that there has to be a CBI inquiry.
Right, Hamsa Devineni, the point that you made there is the most important point that I was coming to. At the end of the day, it's the people of Telangana that will be suffering. Political battles will be fought. BRS will say something, Congress will say something, BJP, you will also respond to that. But at the end of the day, it's the irrigation project, it's the farmers and it's the people of Telangana that will suffer. I'll take this point across to Shyamprasad Meka, who's also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Shyamprasad Meka, now the Congress is in a very sticky situation here. Help us understand what's happening at the Congress, because they call the Kaleshwaram project the ATM of the BRS. They said that the center is not acting because BRS is the B team of the BJP. But now it's their own government. Revanth Reddy was so vocal. Every single rally was talking about Kaleshwaram project. So why are they not acting? Why are they not writing to the central government? And again, the BJP is using this to call the Congress the B team of the BRS.
See, very simple thing is, Revanth Reddy or the Congress government cannot be dictated what to do, when to do. We are not in a hurry. We are not here to score political brownie points. Okay, we will go through this systematically, and the government so far, the Revanth Reddy's government so far, has given all indications that we are not holding back anything. We're going ahead. Basically, what Kishan Reddy basically saying today is, he's saying, hey, look, no, we're not same with BRS. We're not friends with them. We are ready to investigate. Oh yeah, good. Stand by your word and wait for our letter. Wait for our next steps. Don't give us any timelines.
No, but
Kishan
Mr.
Reddy
Syamprasad
ji,
Meka, I'll just have to interrupt you there. I'm sorry, I'll have to interrupt you there. You said this is not about scoring political brownie points. This is not about, but this is not a political brownie point. This is a very major issue
Exactly.
that Revanth Reddy and the Congress went all across Telangana stating that if this is not solved, Telangana will come down. There will be no money in Telangana. There will be no water in Telangana. So it's not a political gimmick. It is one of your key issues that you raised during the elections. And now it's a question by the BJP as to a issue that you were talking about so much before the elections. Why are you taking it so easily after you come to power? That's the question, and that's the focus right now.
1 second. When was the government assumed power? It's not even a month. Train your horses. We are not leaving anything. This is after all, this is about the people of Telangana. We're not going to leave anything. We will get there. Congress party will get there. And yeah, Kishan Reddy ji, please stand by your word. We will see. We're not leaving. But that doesn't mean we are doing some political witch hunting. No, we will do the first thing is our promises to the people of the state. We will fulfill those. We will do necessary investigation into matters of suspicion. We will definitely do, and we will reach out to the central government. Last week itself, Revanth Reddy ji met the Prime Minister. So we have a good cordial relation at the administration level. We are going to get there. Don't worry, Kishan Reddy ji. Don't do this drama now. It's not required. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I'll ask Hamsa Devineni to respond to that. Hamsa Devineni ji, this is again our political analyst there asking G. Kishan Reddy to stop the drama. He's calling it a drama that the BJP is doing, and it is not anything concrete. How do you respond to that?
I'm very sorry, Ashish, that on national TV, my friend calls it a political drama when we ask for a CBI inquiry. It's very unfortunate after Revanth Reddy calls it, KCR's Kameshwaram. He called it Kaleshwaram Corruption Rao. He called KCR himself as Kaleshwaram Corruption Rao. 1 lakh crores of people's money has been invested in just this one irrigation project, which is called an engineering marvel. About 7 Burj Khalifa's worth of concrete has been put into this project. 15 Eiffel Towers worth of steel has been put into this project. And now, my friend, after all of this has collapsed and drained into the Godawari River, we are not being able to utilize any benefit, even a 1% benefit of this Kaleshwaram project. And my friend comes on national TV and says, it's just been 30 days since we've taken charge. But it just requires half a second to write a letter to the central government requesting a CBI probe. Why has my friend and the learned chief minister so far, before the election campaign, kept on saying that we want a CBI probe, and the central government is not, pushing for a CBI probe because they're in hand with BRS. I'm questioning the same Revanth Reddy ji today that why are you not initiating a CBI probe? What is that is stopping you? 30 days is an ample amount of time. 1 month of governance is ample amount of time. When you can initiate a judicial probe, why could you not write a letter for a CBI probe? CBI has been equipped to deal with corruption charges. It started off to deal with, investigate corruption in different public and private establishments. So it has the acumen and know-how and to investigate, corruption of this level. So why should not there be a CBI probe is what we question.
So Hamsaji, you're asking for a probe. We'll of course take that point across to our political analyst also. But let's also get in BRS. I am sure our guest from the BRS, Rahul Sridhar Reddy ji, is feeling a little left off right now because this is again a project. It is a pet project of CM KCR, and it's the BRS that went ahead and advertised it so much. And again, if there was any credit to take out of it, it will of course go to the BRS as well. But unfortunately, we're not discussing that at this point in time. Mr. Reddy, your party and the Kaleshwaram project seems to have become a football between the BJP and the BJP and the Congress. Both of them are talking about it. Both of them are slamming your government. And again, the question here is not about the misappropriation of funds. The question here is about the quality of the work that is done. And you cannot deny it given the fact that the Medigadda barrage issue also happened. So how do you respond to the quality of the work that has gone in and potentially risking the lives of hundreds and thousands of people?
Ashish, first of all, both these leaders from Congress and BJP, whether it is Revant Reddy or Kishan Reddy, are speaking out of immaturity and ignorance. And they are making even the representatives who are participating on behalf of Congress and BJP are making irresponsible statements as far as this project is concerned and on Telangana. At one end, Congress party, from the day they came into the power in Telangana, started misleading the people on every aspect of the governance of our party in the past 9.5 years. And people of Telangana knows it very clearly. And today, they are trying to dent the image of Telangana people and the Telangana state and our achievements in the past 9.5 years. Kaleshwaram is a huge package. It's a huge project. We have 3-4 barrages, we have reservoirs, we have pump houses, we have distributaries, and it's a huge project. In one barrage, in one zone, 7 zone, there are 4 piers which got damaged, and in the total investment, it is 6%. And yes, that is in the defect liability period. The construction company which is handled the project are responsible, and they will be correcting it. Now these people are trying to show the world as if
Mr. Reddy ji, sorry, I'll have to interject you there. You're making a very important point there. You were stating that it's the Medigadda barrage that came down, and it's not the entire project that has to be blamed. Let me remind you that it was the KCR government that rejected the National Dam Safety Authority report. Now, this was a report talking about there being potential issues in the project. Now, tell me one thing. If it's just one barrage that has gone down, isn't there a possibility of something else also going down? And again, the fact that this report was rejected. Okay, the question here, Mr. Reddy, is about negligence at hand. Do you think there was negligence by the KCR government?
No. Listen to me. First, I want you to correct your statement. It has not gone down. You need to correct and withdraw the statement. It has not gone down. There are some technical issues in the 7th zone in 4 piers of Medigadda barrage. It has not gone down. Please correct. This particular
So what happened to the pillars, Mr. Reddy? What happened to the pillars?
Of Telangana.
Are the pillars existing? The pillars sunk?
Listen. The pillars are there. It has not gone down. Please collect your information properly and then speak. Number 1. Number 2, both these national parties are irresponsible towards Telangana. One party, BJP, is in power for the past 9.5-10 years, not given a single rupee additionally to any of our irrigation projects, and this is world's biggest lift irrigation project, number 1.
Okay.
Congress party has always been irresponsible. From the day one, instead of focusing on the promises they made to the people of Telangana, they were after us, trying to, with malified intentions, trying to, damage our image, trying to, rather target KCR. I suggest these both parties. You want to go for judicial inquiry, you want to go for CBI inquiry.
Right.
If you still have any connect with Joe Biden, go and ask for FBI inquiry or any other organization which is famous in the country, in the world. I mean, what is this? You are trying to damage the reputation of the state and a project which was built with our sweat and blood.
Right.
And not a single rupee has been given by the central government. It is from the own tax revenue of Telangana government and our capacity. And today, without proving anything wrong, how can you just make a chief minister responsible? We are a state grown from 4.5 lakh crore to 14.5 lakh crore GSDP. What is this guy talking about? Who have done this? So I demand both Kishan Reddy and,
All right, a very important point that you're making there. I'll take this to the BJP. Hamsa Devineni ji, I want you to come in on this. Very important allegation this by Rahul Sridhar Reddy from the BRS. He's saying that when this project was being drafted, when it was constructed, no one, not even the central government helped. Now that there has been an issue, both the BJP and the Congress are jumping on it and trying to make a political mockery out of it. How do you respond to this allegation coming in from the BRS?
Ashish, there are clear reports which the the National Dam Safety Authority and the expert level committee have said that the designing, the planning,
Yes, that
and
is the
the
report I was talking
execution
about. That is the report that I was talking about,
there-
that CM, KCR and his government rejected. Go ahead.
There have been all kinds of discrepancies with designing, planning, and execution of the entire project. The soil test has not been conducted. The environmental test has not been conducted. These are all issues of technical importance. There has to be some specific investigation into all of these and what has been done. Me and you sitting on the national media cannot determine what is the designing and what is the level of execution of the project. And I'm surprised my learned friend is saying nothing has happened to the project when the lifeline of the project, which is the Medigada barrage, has completely sunk. What does my friend want more to happen? Should the pillars not be seen? The barrage should not be seen into the naked eye? Is that what a collapse means? They have completely sunk, which means the whole project has to be redone. So nobody is taking responsibility. The L&T, the company which has constructed the project, is saying we don't have anything to do with it because it was the state government's plan and the state government's design. So who is to take responsibility on this, and what happens to that 1 lakh crores which belongs to the people? Who owes responsibility for all of this project? And it's very very painful that a BRS leader comes on national TV and says very simply that nothing has happened and the whole project is in place when the main lifeline has
I want Rahul Ashidhar Reddy ji from the BRS to directly respond to this. Reddy ji, you can directly respond to this. This is the allegation coming
Ashish,
in
can
from
I
the
tell
BJP.
you,
I'm sure you're
all
hearing what the
these
BJP has to say. I want you to. Yes, you can directly respond. You can directly respond to the BJP.
Ashish, all these people who read newspapers and come to your national platform talk, mislead about our project of Telangana. It's our prestigious project.
Why
They don't
can't
know
there be a CBI
ABCD about it.
inquiry? Let's have a CBI
Listen to me,
inquiry
madam.
to determine
I don't
who's
know
done
who you
what.
are. Where have you come from? You are talking about Telangana and Kaleshwaram project. Have you ever seen a dam? Have you ever spoken about a culvert? Do you know how it is designed? You say design is wrong, execution is wrong. The blood and sweat of Telangana people is involved in it. You kind of people come and talk whatever you want. You come, I'll explain you what is the design of an irrigation project. How it is being designed, how it is being, rather
I'm
executed.
sorry, I don't need to know what the design of an irrigation project needs to be.
What do you know about it, rather?
I'm not an irrigation expert.
You read some,
I'm an irrigation expert.
nonsensical
You have
statements
to
from,
answer why you did not order
few
a
people who
CBI
don't have
inquiry.
information and you talk.
You have to answer
Hamza
why
ji,
there was not a CBI inquiry.
Hamza ji, let's listen to what Mr. Reddy has to say. Hamza ji, let's listen to what Mr. Reddy has to say. Mr. Reddy, make a point,
There are
please.
two things here. One, in Parliament on record, the central government said in the past or two sessions back, there is no information pertaining to the corruption allegations made by Congress or any other opposition party. You are in the power. What have you done in the past 10 years? Number two, all the permissions, including the design, redesign, everything by the central, authorities. It is every clearance has come to the, project, and we have done it. Today, yes, in irrigation projects, or if there is a bridge collapse in Gujarat, can you make Narendra Modi responsible to it? People have died. You never even inquired. You never even ordered for an inquiry.
Right, Mr. Reddy, I'll just ask Hamza ji to respond to your first question. Hamza ji, the first question by Mr. Reddy, the first question by Mr. Reddy is that how do you make such allegations? How do you make such allegations when one, there's no involvement of the central government, and second, the important point that the BRS is trying to make here is that it's your government in the center, and if you're making such allegations about such a huge project, why are you waiting for the Congress to give out a report? Why is the BJP not acting on its own? That's what Mr. Reddy is asking you. That was the first question that he asked.
My friend, being an ex-MLA and already claims himself to be a leader, needs to know that the CBI cannot come into the state without the consent of the state government. Either the state government has to write a letter to the CBI requesting an inquiry and investigation into this matter, or there has to be an High Court or Supreme Court order requiring the CBI to do an investigation into this matter. So it's not based on me and my friends, discretion or demand for the CBI to come and conduct an investigation at the first place. So my friend cannot say that what were you doing for 10 years? We have been always requesting, even the
permissions were given
BRS
by
government, the
central
former
government.
BRS government,
You need to
and the
understand first.
CM 𝐃𝐞𝐯𝐢, who is the main designer and the chief designer and the chief engineer for the project, to explain why this Madhyagadda project barrage has sunk. It's the problem with the design. It's the problem with the planning. There has been absolutely no respect for people's money. This has all been dwindled. That is our claim, that we've been asking the BRS government, and now we're asking the Congress government.
All right.
So far, the
All right.
BRS just let go of it, saying, without doing anything and not even giving a response to the National Dam Safety Authority. The project was sunk. We got to know that the barrage pillars sunk on 21st of October. And our, Honorable Minister has written to the National Dam Safety Authority, and the high-level committee of the National Dam Safety Authority inspected the barrage just in 3 days after we gave a complaint. And they've requested for a few documents, and my leader, my friend from BRS, their party doesn't even have that minimum courtesy to submit documents to the central government. And he comes on national media and talks whatever.
All right,
and
Hamzaji,
says,
the questions again. I think we're going in a loop here. It's again a question about the state government being involved. When we're talking about the state government, it's the Congress government that we're talking about. Right, Mr. Reddy ji, we understand your point as well. Let me also get Mr. Syam Prasad Meka there. Mr. Meka, the Congress government, Revant Reddy and the Congress leaders, everyone who was talking about this particular project, everyone who was making allegations, Revant Reddy and the Congress leaders sounded like they already had proof of what was happening. So when they already know so much about the project, when they already know what is wrong, what's going on, why is it taking them so long to write a letter to the CBI? The BJP is saying that we are ready, come to us, we'll go ahead with the probe. Why is the Congress taking so long?
See, BJP can't dictate who does what and when, right? First point is, it's time for us. We are in power. People of Telangana are blessed. They did bless Congress party to rule the state for 5 years. It's time for us to keep our head down and calmly go about our work, rather than just simply belittling somebody else, just like our friend, or just like KTR does in the assembly, right down to our friend Sridhar Reddy. Sridhar Reddy Bhai also, he is not making a case or an argument. Instead, he is deriding co-panelists. अरे come on भाई, शांत हो जाइए, कुछ नहीं होगा, देख लेंगे. Everything will happen as per the process, and BJP can't dictate what the government of Telangana to do. We are very clear. We will go through every issue. We will investigate. We are not going to spare anybody. That's as simple as that. ये दिखावा के लिए करने का जरूरत नहीं है कांग्रेस पार्टी को. ये दिखावाबाजी ज्यादा expert.
Right, Mr. Meka.
BRS
this is what you have to say to the BJP and the BRS. Before we wrap up this discussion, I have 30 seconds on the broadcast. I want Mr. Sridhar Reddy to make his closing remarks. I'm sure he has something to say right now. Mr. Reddy, your closing remarks to the BJP and our panelist here, who's of course defending the Congress as well. What's your closing remark, and what do you have to say on this entire political drama that has erupted when it comes to Kaleshwaram project?
Ashish, during the election campaign, or in the past 5-6 years, even now, Congress party and BJP both are making, false and baseless allegations, either, of corruption or in the quality of making the irrigation projects. There are many irrigation projects which were made during the past 9.5 years. At one point, there is a technical issue that will be corrected, and the incumbent government will take care of it. I am demanding both the parties. If you have the guts, write it to the central government. And if you are fair, do whatever probe you wanted to do. We have not done any mistake. And people of Telangana knows it. One election result with a difference of 1.7% votes cannot say everything wrong and right. And I leave it to the wisdom of both these parties. And I suggest both my friends to learn something more about the project, how it was made, what was the idea behind it, with what sort of difficulties the Telangana state has made it. What is the
Right, Mr. Reddy, we're running out of time here, Mr. Reddy, but this is again the point that you're making here, that again at the end of the day, it's the BJP and the Congress that are trying to bring down the image of CM 𝐾𝐶R, his government, and also the state of Telangana as a whole. This is, of course, all that we have on the discussion. Of course, our guests there from the BJP and also our political analyst who was defending the Congress, and our leader from the BRS as well. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast with your inputs there, and of course